Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all having a fabulous Wednesday. Today I'm coming at you with my entire perfume collection. This video has been highly requested, so thank you guys so much for that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each perfume bottle, I'll give you guys a little snippet on each one, whether I love it or not, what it smells like, and then go from there. I don't want to make the video too long, but I have a feeling it'll be a long one, so you are forewarned. It is going to be a long video because I have a lot to get through. Alright, so let's just jump right in, and these are in no particular order. I literally just pulled them off the shelf and decided let's dive right in. All right, so let's get started with the very first one is from Viva La Juicy, or it's Juicy Couture, so it's Viva La Juicy La Fleur. This is in the 5 fluid ounces, and this is Eau de Toilette. You know, one thing I have to say about Juicy Couture, and you guys will notice that I have quite a few of their perfumes in my collection, is their packaging. Their packaging is so fantastic. It's pink, it's fun, it's flirty, I love it. And this perfume in particular, La Fleur, it smells exactly like flowers, and it's a very light fragrance, and I love the way that it smells. It's not too bad. It's just the perfect type of airiness, and it's great for any setting. And one thing you guys should know also, that I'm the type of person that if I like a perfume, I will wear it during the day, at nighttime, any point in time, I will wear it. I know that there are some perfumes that are better at nighttime or better for the day, but I'm just not one of those people. If I really like something, I will use it, as much as I can. So, Viva La Juicy La Fleur. Okay, the next one that we have is Vera Wang Princess, and this is my soul bottle of Vera Wang. I know this, when this fragrance first came out, it was, such a hot buzz, and will you notice? It is, usually the liquid is supposed to be a little bit more of a purple. Yeah, mine's more of a purpley brown. I think because it's a little bit on the old side. And this one, I'm scared. No. I don't know if it's because it's old. So this will help me kind of weed through my fragrances. But it smells kind of pungent, to be honest. So I wish I could tell you guys exactly what it smells like, but I wasn't a fan then, and I'm not a fan now. But Vera Wang Princess. So this will go in the gotta get rid of pile. The next one that I have is this guy right here. I don't want to bring it up too close because I will end up blinding you guys. This is the Lamb from Gwen Stefani. This is 3.4 fluid ounces, Eau de Perfume spray. I was obsessed with this fragrance when it came out. Oh man, it's a little dirty. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I haven't been too careful with my fragrances. And this one it still smells really good. And it has, oh man, it has, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a little bit of a floral, a little bit fruity, but there's something else. I can't put my finger on it. I apologize for not being able to really be able to let you guys know what it smells like, but it smells fantastic. I don't even think they make this anymore, or if they do, I think they're available now at like TJ Maxx for like $19.99. I haven't seen them, but if I do, I will pick one up because I think they are so fantastic. Or this is such a fantastic fragrance. So, Lamb. That's it. Lamb. Next one that I have is Fleur de Matin, which I got from Esebi, and I am using this ever so carefully. I put a little dab in each side, on each of the inside of my wrist, and that's it. I try to conserve it as much as I can. I love the way that this smells. Floral, very, it has a very green undertone to it. But there's the bottle. It's so cute. I love this, and I get a lot of compliments when I wear it. Even when I wear just a little bit, people still pick up on it, and they like the fragrance. All right, the next one is True Religion. I was a sucker for True Religion. I think this was actually my 3rd or my 4th bottle of True Religion. And this is 3.4 fluid ounces, and it's just the perfume spray. I forgot what it smells like. Oh, it smells, you know what it reminds me of? The very first thing that I think of is green apples. It has a green apple, oh, now I remember why I used it so much. Green apple, and it has a little tiny bit of floral to it, but it's really, really nice. And I think the reason why I fell in love with it also is because this is a giant Swarovski, so I always wanted to have a lot of sparkly things. I don't know. You guys know, the magpie in me just totally, first went for the Swarovski, and then when I smelled it, I'm like, oh, it's actually pretty good. So, True Religion. Next one that we have, is the very last. It's the very last bit that I have of, this is the normal Juicy Couture, the regular, the OG Juicy Couture. I'm not even kidding you, this is probably my 8th bottle of Juicy Couture. I told you guys in the beginning, I'm a sucker for Juicy Couture, but there's something about the original that I absolutely love. Oh, it has such a wonderful it's such a wonderful fragrance. It's a little bit more of a warmer scent, and it has not a hint of vanilla, but what is that? I don't know. It smells so freaking good. And I remember every time I'd wear it, I always got compliments on it. Oh man, a little bit of it smells like a little bit of citrus also, but it's such a great fragrance, and the lasting power is amazing on Juicy Couture fragrances. So this is the original Juicy Couture, and I think I'm gonna have to buy another bottle because I just love them so much. All right, speaking of Juicy Couture, I have one in the box. So Viva La Juicy, this is the 1 fluid ounce. Haven't even opened it. I don't know why. Next we have, check this out. These are some old, look at how old these bottles are. These are from Dolce & Gabbana's light blue. I have 2 of them, and they are both, look at this, they're not even full. I mean, one of them's like almost completely gone, and one's about halfway. What I really like about Dolce & Gabbana's light blue is the fact that it's such a different fragrance. It's nothing like anything else that I've smelled, and that's sometimes what I like about fragrances, that I don't want something that everyone else has, or I want something that when I walk by someone, they're kind of like, oh, what is that? I've never smelled that before. So sometimes I like the mainstream perfumes, and others I like that are just so different. And this has I really shouldn't be spraying them because I think I'm going to get dizzy. This one has a little bit more of a musk, a warmer scent to it, and the lasting power on Dolce & Gabbana's light blue is amazing, amazing, anywhere from 7 to 8 hours. I remember if I spray this before I went to work, by the time I got home, 10 hours later or 11 hours later, it was still on my clothes, and I didn't have to spray too much. So light blue is amazing. Another one is Daisy from Marc Jacobs, Eau de Fresh. That Dolce & Gabbana is lingering still. Oh man, what does this smell like? Very, very, very floral. When Daisy first came out, the original Daisy from Marc Jacobs, I loved that perfume. I turned a lot of my friends onto that perfume, my family members, and I was excited when the Eau de Fresh came out, but it doesn't really have the same type of scent, and I wasn't expecting it to, but I thought maybe it would have a little bit more of a similarity to it, and I didn't find it with this one. While it's still very, very soft, very floral, I don't feel that it has the best staying power. And it's not very memorable, to be honest, versus the Daisy. The original Daisy for me is just one of a kind. And if someone walks by, I know exactly, that's the fragrance that I'm smelling. You know what I mean? Okay. Next we have another Juicy Couture. And this is Viva La Juicy Noir. I keep forgetting to tell you guys the size and if it's Eau de Parfum or Eau de Toilette. I apologize. This one, obviously, the reason why I fell in love with it is because it's pink and it has this beautiful black bow. And then I smelled the actual fragrance. I fell in love with it. You know what it reminds me of right now that I'm smelling it? It smells like apple pie. Like maybe a little bit of a caramel apple pie. That's what I'm smelling right now. Those are the initial notes. I don't know if it's because I'm still sick and I can't smell anything else, but that is what I feel it smells like. So it's very, very sweet, but it's still floral. But yeah, it's a wonderful fragrance, and I mean you can't go wrong. The packaging is just wonderful. Okay, next, what is this? What is this? Oh, Bath and Body Works. This was actually a gift. I normally don't purchase any sprays really from Bath and Body Works. I'm more of a sucker for candles, but Carried Away was a gift from one of my friends. Oh, it smells really good. It's very fresh. It smells like, it reminds me of like clean linens, just a very, very clean, floral scent. It's not too much, but it doesn't have the best staying power for any of the Bath and Body Works fragrances, in my opinion. I don't think that they have the best staying power, but that's also because they're not very expensive compared to some of these that are obviously range anywhere from $65 to $210. Okay, the next one that we have is Ed Hardy. Oh yes, I was a sucker for Ed Hardy when it first came out. You remember? Do you remember how crazy everyone went for Ed Hardy? The shirts, the hats. I don't know if it was just here in the States. I don't know, but it was insane. And then when the fragrances came out, I mean, I was right there. I was right there with open arms, ready to take them in. This is actually Hearts and Daggers, if I'm not mistaken. And this one, I just love the packaging that it has. Very Ed Hardy with the tattoo on there. And then just a beautiful hot pink bottle. What does this smell like? A little floral. Very, very light. Not too memorable, to be honest. But it smells really good. And it doesn't have the best lasting power, or the staying power, if I'm not mistaken. So Ed Hardy, Hearts and Daggers. Next we have, and that's another thing I want to let you guys know, I have a whole array. I have everything from really, really low end to some really high end, not the crazy expensive high end, because I haven't gotten there yet. But this is one of the very, very low ends. This is Paris Hilton South Beach. This is just a random little perfume that I found at TJ Maxx, I think. It was $4.99 or $3.99, and I fell in love with it. I actually ended up buying 3 bottles of it. They're just really small, and I put these in my beach bag, just as a little, you know, I don't necessarily want to smell like oil or like what's it called, a sunscreen or anything like that. So sometimes I'll just put this on, and it just, I don't know. It's something different, something else to add to the bag, right? So this is Paris Hilton South Beach. It smells really light, really sweet. And it actually does have a somewhat of a decent staying power for being a little toilet spray. Did I just say that? Oh my goodness. Toilet spray. Oh, I think I'm going to edit that out. All right, the next one that we have is Ed Hardy, the original. Like I told you guys, I was a sucker for Ed Hardy. Love, Kill Slowly, Life, Love, and Luck. This one I actually ended up buying multiple times over. Sorry. I really like this fragrance. It's very light. It's sweet. And it does have pretty good lasting power. And another thing is that I got a lot of compliments when I used to wear this. Obviously I don't wear it anymore. And that's all I have left of the multiple bottles that I purchased. But I still think it's great. I think these are available at Ross or TJ Maxx or Marshall's as well for like $19.99 now. But once upon a time, I loved them. I love them so much. All right, so Ed Hardy. Next we have Juicy Couture, Viva La Juicy. I don't even have to look at it. This is probably I like the original Juicy Couture, but this for me is the best Juicy Couture fragrance. This perfume I also bought multiple bottles of. I would always get compliments on this no matter where I went, whether I went to the dentist, whether I went to work or the grocery store. I always got stopped and asked what was I wearing. Obviously, all these fragrances depend upon your body chemistry also, but I think this is such a great fragrance. It's, oh my goodness. And this is all I have. Oh no, I have the other one. Oh, again, it has a sweet floral scent to it and great, phenomenal staying power for Juicy Couture. I really have to give it to them on their staying power. And their packaging, you can't go wrong with their packaging. It makes such a great gift. All right, so Juicy Couture. That is why I have this one ready to go. Next we have Kors by Michael Kors. Oh man, this is an oldie. It smells exactly like when I first purchased it. And I bought this a long time ago. So I'm surprised that it still smells exactly the way that it does. And this has more of a green, very green, clean, scent to it, and it has a really long staying power. And again, this is another fragrance that smells very different. It doesn't smell too similar to any other fragrance, so that's why I really liked it. And yeah, so Kors by Michael Kors. Oh, are you guys ready for this? Sorry, my foot's falling asleep because I'm sitting on the floor. Oh, I don't even think I should show this. Do you guys recognize what this is? This is, oh man, this is Mariah Carey's Luscious Pink. Luscious Pink. I thought it was butterfly, obviously, because she likes butterflies. I actually did a scent swap with some of my girlfriends, and I ended up swapping some of the fragrances that I didn't really like. And one of my girlfriends had this, and I'm like, oh, I love the bottle. Of course, I love the bottle because it looks like Aurora Borealis. And I didn't even try it out. I was so distracted by the bottle that I was like, okay, I want to trade you for it. So when I got home, I tried it out. I was like, what the heck is this? I literally, that's how my girlfriend used pretty much what you see here. I've only sprayed it once or twice, and right now is the third time that I sprayed it on camera. I don't know what possessed me to trade for it. Like I said, just because of the bottle. It doesn't smell memorable. It doesn't smell good. And I think I remember it not lasting very long, but the bottle's really cute. But Mariah Carey's Luscious Pink. Oh dear. Next we have, oh yes, another oldie. This is Paris Hilton's Fairy Dust. This was a gift from a family member, and it actually doesn't smell bad. It's very, it has like a vanilla undertone. It's a little bit more of a, it's a very sweet fragrance, actually. It reminds me a little bit of Juicy Couture. Oh man, it actually smells really, how come I haven't used this? I thought I didn't like it. Not bad. Yeah, but it has a little bit more of a warmer, vanilla, sweet, caramel type of scent. That's a whole lot of scents in one. So, Paris Hilton's Fairy Dust. Okay, next we have, oh yes, a major oldie. I cannot bring myself to throw it away. I've used it a few times within the last, I don't know, 10 years, and I just can't bring myself to throw it away. And this is Curve. Curve for me was one of the first perfumes that I really fell in love with when I was younger. I've been liking perfumes for as long as I can remember, and this one just, oh, I fell in love with it. Whether you get Curve for men or women or whatever, I think they smell fantastic. And let's see, because it's been a while. Oh no, I think, nope, it's still there. Wow, this has lasted a long freaking time. It's just, it's such a light fragrance. And it's a clean fragrance, but it's not, it doesn't smell like freesia. It doesn't smell like that kind of clean. It has another scent to it. I can't put my finger on it, but Curve for me was just one of the OGs for me. So it holds such a special place in my heart. I know you guys are probably like, what? I thought you had this great perfume collection. I have a variety of different fragrances. All right, the next one that we have is no surprise, and this is Ralph Lauren's Romance. I talked about this in my top 10 favorites. I love this fragrance. It is very light. It is very airy, very floral, very much so floral. However, it has wonderful staying power, and this is one of the ones from Ralph Lauren that I think smells the best. There are a lot out there from Ralph Lauren, but I always end up going back to Romance. So I highly recommend it for anyone that wants just a really nice, light floral scent that lasts a very long time. And this actually transitions extremely well from day to night. So that's another plus. Next one that we have, I haven't opened it up. It's just a little memento. I got a small one. I bought my mom a larger one, I believe. When we went to Paris the first time, we went to the Palace of Versailles, and they have some of these perfumes. I got my dad a cologne, and this is Princesse Marina de Bourbon. Paris Reverence, yeah. And I can't even remember what it smells like. I think I remember it smelling really, really well, or very, very good. But I didn't want to open it up. This is just a memento, and I just thought I would share this with you guys as well. All right, next one that we have, oh yes, is one that I've talked about to death this year, and that is my Burberry. Awesome fragrance, wonderful. Oh, it's just a wonderfully floral fragrance that lasts a long time, gets a ton of compliments. This makes a great gift, a great addition to any collection. If you guys haven't smelt it, I urge you to go out and smell this. It smells fantastic. You will love it, I promise you. And I'm just a sucker for this. Every time I wear it, my mom always says, "What are you wearing? What are you wearing?" I'm like, "Oh, it's my Burberry. My Burberry." I have to say it like that. All right, the next one is, guys can't make fun of me. I swear, I'm really opening up right here. Okay, I'm opening up to major ridicule. This is Britney Spears Radiance. I smelled this on one of my girlfriends and I loved it. And as you can tell, I haven't used too much of it because it doesn't have the best staying power. It doesn't. Yeah, no, it's not memorable. It actually smells a lot like alcohol. It kind of reminds me of vodka. It smells a little like vodka. So yeah, not too big on that, but it's a collection video, so I thought I'd share. Britney Spears. All right. Next we have Bulgari, and this is, oh, what is this? I think this is just Bulgari itself. This one I really, really like. Let me show you guys the bottle. It has that frosty look to it, and it smells really good. This one is definitely, this one reminds me of Balenciaga, which I'll show you guys in a minute. It reminds me of Balenciaga because it has a violet undertone to it, but it also has more of a powdery scent, kind of like Chanel does. But it has wonderful staying power, and you only need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way with this one. So this is a great, great fragrance. I think Bulgari in general has some great fragrances that I don't think get a lot of attention, but they're really, really great. All right, next we have another Juicy Couture, and this is Couture. This is my third bottle. I used to have the larger bottle. I used it to death, and then I decided to get the small ones because, yeah, I'm like, I need to wean off of Juicy Couture. I have way too many Juicy Couture ones, but Couture smells a lot like the original. It has that sweet scent to it, a little bit more sweet, a little tiny bit of floral, maybe some citrus, but it has great staying power. This is probably my top 3 for Juicy Couture, Viva La Juicy being the first, then the original, then this one. I just think this is great. Again, this one I would get a ton of compliments on this one, and I think it's just a great, great fragrance. Like I told you guys, I'm just a sucker for Juicy Couture. Okay, next we have Balenciaga, and this is just a wonderful fragrance. Keynote, violets. That's it. That's all I smell is violets. Very different, great lasting power, and I get a lot of compliments on this as well. So Balenciaga Paris. Trying to go as fast as I can. The next one that we have, oh dear, I don't even want to show you the bottle. Look at how bad that is. This is Chloe. And I bought this because I liked the tester. And then I found out it's not really for me. It actually tends to give me a little bit more of a headache. It has very much so floral, like a very pronounced smell of roses. And while that's great and dandy, I think this is just a little too much for my liking. So therefore it tends to give me a headache. So the original Chloe. Next we have Versace Crystal Noir. This is great for nighttime, if that's your thing. But what is that? It has very much so a musk. It's just a musk undertone and great staying power. But like I said, I think this one smells the best during the nighttime. So Versace Crystal Noir. And this is a small little DKNY, pure DKNY. I got this at Nordstrom Rack, I think. Just a really crisp, clean fragrance. It doesn't have the best staying power, but it's a cute little bottle. I think I got it for like $3 or something like that. I don't even remember. The next one that we have is Kate Spade Twirl. I talked about this as well. Just a different fragrance, very light, very floral, a little bit of fruitiness, and it has great staying power. So Kate Spade Twirl. Trying to go a little bit faster because I could see the timer and I'm getting to, I don't want to go over a half an hour. The next one that we have is Oscar de la Renta's Bamboo. It used to have the top. I don't know where it is. I think I lost it when we moved. And this one, it has very much so a very green undertone. I love the way that it smells. It reminds me of Gucci Bamboo, just a similar, the same similar type of undertone that it has. Very light, very airy, great staying power. And this has been around for a very, very long time. I don't even know if it's still available because I've had it for so long. Okay, next we have Flowerbomb by Viktor and Rolf. I've talked about this to death on my channel. Wasn't a fan of it in the beginning. Then I just I drank the Kool-Aid and I fell in love. But this smells really, really great. It has a little bit more of a musk undertone, some vanilla notes. Perfect for day or night. I mean, magnificent staying power. And you will get tons of compliments when you wear this because it is such a recognizable fragrance. So it's just great. So wonderful, wonderful. Oh, I wonder what I'm going to smell like when I walk out in my room. Next, we have the original number 5 by Chanel. This is in the enormous bottle of 6.8 fluid ounces. I only use a little bit. A little bit on this one goes a long, long way. When you smell the bottle, you might think that it smells a little bit more mature. But what I like about this fragrance is the fact that it is such a, it's kind of a complicated scent in the sense that it'll change over time. So when you first spray it, you're kind of like, oh, it might smell a little too mature or a little too much, a little too powdery. But it'll start to kind of even out. It'll start to really take a different scent throughout the hours, throughout the minutes. And it's just wonderful. Great fragrance, amazing staying power. You cannot go wrong with this classic from Chanel. Next, we have Chanel Chance. This one I've talked about on my channel a few times. I just really like that it has more, it does have that musky powdery scent that Chanel is known for, but it also has a little bit more of a floral, but not the floral where you have the roses and things like that, but it's just a different kind of floral, and I really, really like that. Great staying power as well. Tons of compliments on this. I think all Chanel fragrances, for the most part, have amazing staying power. Speaking of more Chanel, I have Chanel Allure here. I did a video on a haul, and I accidentally deleted it because I wasn't thinking. But this one, the reason why I'm such a big fan of Chanel Allure is because this is extremely different from every other fragrance. Like I told you guys before, Chanel tends to have more of a powdery, musky scent. This one is a little bit more of a flowery, fruitier, lighter scent. So it's nothing, it doesn't really remind me of Chanel in that sense. It has somewhat of a similarity, but it's not, if you don't like the type of Chanel fragrances that have that powdery scent, that have all those other ingredients that I talked about, this is a great alternative and has amazing staying power. So Chanel Allure. Next we have, oh, my all-time favorite, Dolce & Gabbana's number 3, La Imperatrice. This smells like grapefruits. Oh, like delicious goodness. I love this fragrance. I will never get sick of it, and I need more. Oh my goodness, light, airy, best fragrance ever in my opinion. I know it's just my humble opinion, but I love this fragrance so much. If I could only have one in my entire life, it would probably be this one. So number 3, Dolce & Gabbana, La Imperatrice. Okay, next we have Michael Kors. I don't want to bring it up too much because of the reflection. I don't want to blind you guys. This is just the original Michael Kors, and what I love about this, it reminds me of honeysuckles. That is all I smell. It has a great, great staying power. Tons of compliments on this, and if you like honeysuckles, this is definitely the fragrance for you. And every time I spray it, it reminds me of when we were in Hawaii. So I love this fragrance. It smells so good. So Michael Kors has some amazing fragrances as well. So just the original Michael Kors that smells like honeysuckle. I think they have another one. I forget. It's the same type. I think just self-labeled Michael Kors, but that one smells really, really great too. All right, next we have Yves Saint Laurent Black Opium. I have talked about this to death on my channel, so I'm not going to go into it too much, but this is probably this is, in my opinion, fragrance of the year. 2015 fragrance of the year. This fragrance is amazing. I know I said I wasn't going to get into it, but I have to, right? I have to. Oh my gosh, there is nothing like this fragrance. It has a vanilla undertone. It's a warmer scent. It has amazing staying power. I have gotten tons of compliments on this as well. And the only reason I'm telling you guys about the compliments or whatever is because that to me lets me know that it's not the type of fragrance that you spray on and then it goes away. So it has really great staying power. So if you walk by someone, people will pick up on it. So that's what I mean by that. But I love this fragrance to death. It is amazing. Definitely fragrance of the year in my opinion. It's fantastic. I even have it in a little spray. I have it in my Scentbird, and then I think I got another Scentbird in it. So I have tons of little travel things for Yves Saint Laurent Black Opium. Highly recommend it. Between this one and the My Burberry, definitely are some of my favorites for this year. All right, and that does it for my bottles of perfume. I also wanted to share some of the Rollerballs that I have, and I have some little sprays because it's part of the fragrances, right? I have quite a bit. Again, Viva La Juicy La Fleur. These I really liked. Whenever we travel, I'd end up using these, but I was a little worried because they have such thin glass that I thought that they'd break. So La Fleur. Then I have the original Juicy Couture. I have a gift that I got from one of my subbies. This is Kate Spade New York. Live Colorfully. I bought a smaller one that I ended up using, and this one I very seldomly use. It's just a rollerball, and this is probably my next Kate Spade fragrance once I get rid of Twirl. I love the way this smells. Oh, such a clean floral scent, and I will be honest, it doesn't have the best staying power, but I really love that initial spray with this Kate Spade. It doesn't have that major alcohol type of scent or anything like that. Okay, next we have Ooh So Sexy from Victoria's Secret. This one smells like bubblegum, I think, or cotton candy if I'm not mistaken. Smells like bubblegum. Smells really good. Doesn't have the best staying power, but I really do like it. Ooh So Sexy. Viva La Juicy. Just regular Viva La Juicy. Viva La Juicy Noir. What is this? Lover Dose Diesel. I got this on sale at a cosmetics store, and I think it was like $5 or something like that. And they didn't have a tester, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll just go ahead and buy it. It smells horrible. Terrible. I don't think I used only a little bit, and that let me know that it smells like Shiza. Not a fan on that one. But let's put this over here on the get rid of. Couture by Juicy Couture. Escada Cherry in the Air. This smells really good. It does have definitely that hint of cherries. Very light, very floral, somewhat obviously citrusy because of the sweeter citrus because of the cherries. But this is a great fragrance, and I think I'm going to buy the bigger bottle of it because I really like it. Escada in general has some really great fragrances, and I've had some over the years, but I haven't replenished them. And the last rollerball that I have is Tory Burch. This is actually my second rollerball. The first one I used to death. So now I started using it just a little bit, as you can see there. I love this fragrance as well. I'm going to get the bottle in that. And then last thing I want to show you guys is my milk glass bowl of just a bunch of stuff. I have a little spray on True Religion, a little Bright Crystal from Versace, because I used to have the larger one, and I think this is a fantastic fragrance. I completely got rid of it, or it went away. I used it all up is what I'm trying to say. I think this is a Victoria's Secret one, Bombshell. Victoria's Secret Noir Teas. I got that from a few friends. I have a little bottle of Miracle. This is another, this fragrance from Lancome is probably another one of my favorites. I have yet to purchase it again. I think I'm just going to go on a fragrance haul because I need to, replenish them. It smells so good. This is another one, kind of like the Ralph Lauren Romance, that when someone's wearing it, I already know that that's what they're wearing. Bulgari from Scentbird. And then in here I have, I'm not even going to go through each one. I have a ton of Chanel, Chanel little testers. I have Bond that I got when I used to, when I had my Bond. I bought one for my husband, and I used to have Scent of Peace. I had, what was the other one? It's a pink bottle from Bond. Bond fragrances I am obsessed with. I love those. They're a little bit on the pricier side. And then obviously I have, like I said, Chanel and things like that. So I have a bunch in there that I just set aside. But yes, that does it for my fragrance collection. Like I told you guys, I tried not to go, I tried to talk as quickly as I could. I'm sorry if I went over. I think currently I'm at 37 minutes. But I do have, there are some wonderful fragrances that I've had that I haven't been able to replenish, as I said before, some of the Bond 9 ones. And I'm dying to try Jo Malone. I have yet, I know there's one that I really, really liked, but I haven't really stopped by the counter to check them out. And there's just so many different fragrances out there. I want to go out with, I want to try out some of the higher end ones, but when it comes to higher end, obviously they're so expensive, and I use fragrances like crazy. So I think I need to start getting rid of some of the ones that I have here first, and then I'll dive into the more expensive ones. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the recommendation, and I'm sorry I made this too long. I told you guys that it was going to be long, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all tomorrow. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day, you guys.